Hey guys, back with another video. Today we're talking about Bitcoin frogs really, and naked frogs, or also called misprints. And I'm going to share a little degen play that I'm making with BRC20s at the very end. So stick around for that if you are a degen and want to, you know, have a lot of upside while taking on a lot of risk. So anyways, so really the thesis of this video is that Bitcoin frogs is the king of ordinals, that they're still relatively cheap when we look at it on a, on a zoomed out basis, when we compare it to, other NFTs in the space, such as, CryptoPunks or Bored Ape Yacht Club. We're still very early and we're still much cheaper than those projects. And my thesis is that Bitcoin frogs are the king of ordinals, and ordinals is obviously within Bitcoin, which has the highest market cap of any of the blockchains. So I think the potential is massive. Now, again, this is not financial advice. Everything in crypto is risky, especially NFTs, and that includes ordinals. But if we're talking about ordinals, then I think Bitcoin frogs is where you want to be. And as I said, they're still relatively cheap. Right now, you can get a Bitcoin frog for, I think, 0.16 Bitcoin, a little bit less right now. Now, I might sound crazy calling that cheap, but like I said, when you compare it to CryptoPunks or Bored Ape Yacht Club, it's still a fraction of the price of those. But the real alpha of this video is that if you can't afford a Bitcoin frog, or you don't want to pay that much for an ordinal, you still have misprints. Now, I don't know why misprints are so cheap, but I've been studying the trend for mainly for the last month or so. But misprints tend to be a little under 1/10 of the price of Bitcoin frogs. Right now, they're a bit higher than that because they've pumped, so it might not be the best entrance. But they're only 0.02 Bitcoin, and they're actually, they're affiliated with the project. Now, if you're not aware, Bitcoin frogs was a free mint, and there was a mistake at first, and they accidentally somehow gave these frogs that were, quote unquote naked, that didn't have any clothes on, to the minters instead of the frogs that it was supposed to be. So it was a very expensive mistake, actually, and they paid for it themselves, the Bitcoin frog team. This is partly why Bitcoin frogs is so legendary, is the culture and the history. But so misprints was the original Bitcoin frogs, and so it is affiliated with the project, even though it isn't the official Bitcoin frogs. I believe that they will go up if Bitcoin frogs goes up. So that's the major point of this video, is that if you want to be in Bitcoin frogs but you don't want to pay for a Bitcoin frog, misprints is what you want to buy. Yeah, not financial advice. Anyways, on to the really degen play that is super risky. Now, one of the projects that's minting in the future that's getting all of the hype is called Node Monkeys. And in fact, there is a BRC20 called Node that I confirmed. I asked within the Node Monkey Discord, is Node affiliated with Node Monkeys? And they said no. Now, if you're familiar with Goosenholes, there's also a BRC20 called Honk that I believe is not affiliated with Goosenholes, but because Goosenholes got hyped up and pumped, Honk ended up pumping a lot as well. Now, Node is the play that I'm talking about. I bought some Node around $140,000 market cap. Now, if you're familiar with market caps, that is cheaper than anything you could imagine. Any crypto you've heard of, that is a fraction of the market cap of that crypto. Again, this is super risky, super degen, and I put a very small amount of money into it. But I do think that when Node Monkeys are about to mint, or when there's the hype increases around node monkeys, that node will pump. And it is up a little bit from what I bought it, because there's very little liquidity. And but I think you know, I could see it going to 1 million. Again, it could go to 0. It could easily go to 0. It could easily just plummet. Super risky, but the most you could lose is 100%, which is, there's a decent chance of that, of losing 100% in, you know, in this risky game. But you could make a lot more than 100%. So that is my degen play of the day, is Node, the BRC20 token, because when Node Monkeys comes out, I think it's going to pump. But anyways, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next video.